Namaste yogis, my name is Nin and welcome to my coffee break yoga series. Coffee break yoga is a concept I've come up with, and it's really for those of you who maybe sit at a desk, you're rushing around and you just need 10 to 15 minutes to just unwind, repower yourself, get focused again, and really we'll be doing a few stretches that you can fit in during your busy day to help rejuvenate you. For this practice, you don't need anything, just maybe have your mat facing me like this so you can follow along as easy as can be. With that said, let's now begin. And we're going to begin in our easy pose. So have your legs crossed here and just circle the shoulders, bringing your hands to your knees, having your shoulders above the hips, spine straight, and try and reach your head up as high as you can possibly go. Feeling your spine elongate. This can be really helpful if you're sat crunched at your desk for hours on end, or if you're on your feet. Just straighten up your spine. And then we'll take an inhale, bringing our palms up to the sky, pinky fingers in, stretching through our armpits, bringing our palms together, down to our heart. And we'll take another couple of rounds of that. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Come back to center. And from here, I just want you to bring your left hand to your right knee and your right hand behind you and look over your right shoulder. Keep your spine straight. Just feel that nice stretch along the obliques and the side of your neck. And then come back to center and we'll take that to the other side. So bring your right hand to your left knee and your left hand over to the left hand side and look over your left shoulder. Feeling that twist along the spine, which is good for spine health and general circulation. Inhale, exhale. And then come back to center and we'll just move our neck to the left. Right even, excuse me. Your right ear down. And then roll your head around so that your left ear comes towards your left shoulder. Then bringing your chin down to your chest. And then look up. And then come back to center. And now we'll take a tabletop pose. So from here, what I'd like you to do is have your wrists under your shoulders and your fingers out in a webbed way, and have your knees under your hips. And we'll take a couple of cat-cows. So to do this, arch your spine, bring your tailbone in, let your head hang. Exhale, bring the belly out, lifting the tailbone up, the shoulders back. Oh, that feels good. Inhaling, bring the tailbone in, let the head hang. Exhale, bring the shoulder blades together, sinking the stomach, bringing the tailbone up, and just look up. And we'll take a couple more rounds of that just to get the spine moving. You might already start to begin to feel some of the benefits. Just look down towards your navel and come back up into a tabletop. And from here, What I'd like you to do is step out with your left foot to the side, the left-hand side of your left hand, like this, and we'll come into a lizard pose. So if you want to just take this is option one. If you want to just take this a little bit deeper, you might want to tuck in your right foot and bring your right knee back. Now here, this is a lovely stretch for the hips and it's really quite intense. So we'll just stay here for a moment whilst we get used to it. Inhaling in, breathing in oxygen to any areas of tension. Just pause here. And then what I'd like you to do is just heel toe your left foot in slightly and bring your left hand to the left hand side of your foot. And then what we're going to do is we're going to circle around into this pose. So this is really good, again, for opening up particularly the hips. And just exercising, maybe the hamstrings a little bit. If this is too much, that's absolutely fine. Just stay in the original lizard pose. And just feel your way into here. And then come back into our lizard pose, putting the left hand side into the center and heel toe out with the left foot. Just stay there for a second before we turn back into tabletop. So stepping back with your left foot, mating your left knee with your right knee. Just align yourself here, check in with yourself. Are your wrists below your shoulders? And just breathe here. And then we'll bring our right foot this time out to the right hand side of our right foot, and we'll just find our way into lizard pose on the other side. So again, if you want to take this deeper, just tuck your left toe under and bring your left leg out a bit further. And just feel your way into here on the other side. And it may feel completely different one side to the other. That's very normal. Perhaps you've been sitting a certain way or standing. And just pushing down into the thighs. And then we're going to take that other movement again. So bringing your right hand over to the right hand side of your foot. And we're going to begin circling in as we did before. Now again, this might feel completely different. We've all got different anatomies. So just going in and deep as far as you can go, maybe straightening out the right foot, maybe just micro bending it. Right leg. And then we'll come back to a lizard pose. So placing your left hand on the mat, then bring your right hand around to the right hand side. And then heel toe your right foot out to the side and just stay here, sinking in again to your hips and feeling that lovely movement. And lovely stretch. Just bring yourself to this moment. Don't worry about any to-do lists for now. You're just here now to rejuvenate yourself. And then what I'd like you to do is bring your right hand over to the right hand side of your right foot. Heel toe back with your foot to the center. And then step back into tabletop pose. And then maybe just do a few circles and rotations. Just around one way and maybe the other way. Then come back to center and we'll come into a kneeling position. Now here I'd like you just to have your one option is to kneel here, spine straight, making sure your heels are under your bum. And then just walk forward, walk backwards with your hands, flattening your palms on the mat, and then let your head hang. Option 2 is bring your feet directly to the side of your hips, and then walk back with your hands and let your head hang. This is a slightly deeper stretch. Option 3 is lifting up, bringing your pelvis to the sky, pressing through your arms. This is a really nice counter pose. Remember, if it's too much, just take a modified version of that. And then slowly begin to lift your head up with control. And then just walk back into a kneeling pose. Then bring your feet out in front of you. Scoot forward if you need to, and then slowly, with control, again, come down to your mat. And then just straighten out your left leg and bring your right knee into your chest. And slowly, holding your right leg behind the thigh, begin to lift up your right leg so that it's straight. And it might not be straight, you might need to maintain a micro bend here. And if you want, just take that into a bit of a deeper stretch. Grab your right leg around just above your ankles and try and bring your right leg in towards you. Now this is a wonderful stretch here for the hamstrings, and it should just rejuvenate you here. Breathe in, breathing out. In and out, bending your right knee, bringing it down to the mat, and we'll take that to the other side. So bending your left knee now into your chest, holding on, and just straighten your right leg out in front of you. And then slowly, as before, grab hold of behind your thigh and just begin to straighten your leg. Again, this might be completely different on one side to the other. And if you want to take it a bit further, grab hold of your left ankle and just try and bring your leg in towards your chest. Keeping it straight where possible, flexing your feet. You should stretch along the calves and the hamstrings. Breathing in and out, beautiful. Bending your left knee. Now come down to the mat. Now what I'd like you to do is just bringing both feet, both soles of your feet to the mat. And then what we'll do is bring our palms down beside us. And from here, we're going to push down into our soles of our feet and our heels and slowly to peel ourselves off the mat and come into a bridge pose. And if you like, what I'd like you to do is interlace the hands and tucking the shoulder blades underneath you and bring them towards each other. Inhale, exhale and release. And now I'd like you just to let your knees drop to the left. Bring your arms out beside you in cactus pose or in a T pose, having them straight out beside you, and look over your right shoulder. Slowly bring your head to center, bring your knees to center, And then let your knees collapse out to the other side. And look over your left shoulder. Now any twists are really good for the lymph nodes, which are responsible for detoxification. So just breathe into this. And slowly bring the soles of our feet down to the mat, lifting our knees and just hugging our knees here. And then I'd like you just to start rolling on your back. Just take it easy until you can come up into a seated pose. And then coming round to the front of your mat, taking an inhale, looping around those shoulders. We'll start where we began. Have our shoulders above our hips, our spine straight. Breathing in and out. Noticing how you now feel compared to how you felt a few minutes ago. Take an inhale, bring our palms together above us. Bring our thumbs to our forehead and we bow and say Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me in that practice today. I hope you feel rejuvenated, refocused and re-energized. If you like what you saw, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, offer any comments and hit the like button. And I really hope to see you again for another coffee break yoga session on the mat soon. Namaste.